I'm sorry, my computer usually takes a while to start filming. So, good morning. I am here to talk to you. It's Halloween. Happy Halloween. I don't know if you celebrate or not. I do. Well, I don't celebrate Halloween necessarily, but the kids dress up. I've made them costumes and we're gonna go trick or treating, and that's all kinds of fun. I did want to come talk to you guys because it's Halloween, so let's talk about what we're gonna do. Right? It's still early. We can make a plan. Um, Here's what I'm gonna say to you. If you are taking a child trick or treating, if you're gonna have a child with candy around your house, if you're gonna have candy in your house and give it out, any of those things, we can often be tempted to just take a small piece of candy that is big. How much damage can they do? For me, the damage is not so much in that one piece of candy, it's the fact that sugar is a trigger and I continue to crave it. And once I pull that trigger, it's like I can eat other things to try to satisfy it, but it's not satisfied. So I'll eat all the healthy food in the house and then all the sugar because it just snowballs. So I will be staying away from the candy. It is better for me just to go straight up, no, it's cool, than it is to have one piece that destroys progress. But if you are somebody who can have candy here or there, I'm going to give you my number one tip. It really does work. It did work for me in previous years. If I wasn't in the spot I'm in right now, I would be doing it, and I'll probably do it next year. Here's my number one tip for Halloween. Don't throw away your trash. Okay? Keep your wrappers. So if you're walking up and down the neighborhood and you reach into the bag and you have a Tootsie Roll, stick that wrapper in your pocket or hold it in your hand. If you don't have a small child and you don't have to use your hand, hold it in your hand. The reason, because it's easy to think, what's a Tootsie Roll? What's a Reese's Cup? Whatever. But when you see them all together, or when you have 5 candy wrappers in your hand, you can't really go, what's one? Because you have to mentally take into account the fact that you have 5 wrappers in your hand. It just is a way of helping you stay accountable in a very busy, tumultuous, chaotic moment. And if you just stick them into your pocket, at least at the end of the night, you can count those calories or those points. I had 5 Tootsie Rolls, I had 2 Reese's Cups, stuff like that. It just helps. So that is my Halloween trick. I guess there you go. It's a trick. No treats, not here, but the trick. Other than that, I would say to also, that's my number one trick. My next trick is get your exercise done first. I am a huge proponent of earning before, not after. It's like using a credit card versus using cash, because it's so easy to tell yourself, well, I wasn't planning on having cake but I can always go for a run tomorrow. But by the time tomorrow's run comes, you have used that run credit 3 times, because you used it for the cake, and then you used it for dinner that night, and then you used it for an extra big extra whipped cream coffee that morning. And it's a whole lot easier to rack up the calories and points than it is to burn them off. So you always want to be in a situation where you're using already earned points and calories versus putting them on credit. Just an FYI. That is one reason why back in the beginning of Weight Watchers, you used to be able to bank points. And they would tell you, they're good for 7 days. If you have a party coming up on Friday, start banking them on Saturday and put 5 points on the side. That way you can get to your 35 points or whatever, And they would encourage you not to go negative. Don't try to bank them the next 3 days. Don't go crazy and then punish yourself for 3 days and don't, stuff like that. But when they switched programs back in the day, they gave you your 35 points up front. Now it's even more because it's points plus, but they gave you your 35 points. And I found that a lot of the ladies who were sitting next to me in the same meetings, who were so good about earning their points before they used them, all of a sudden were using them by the time Wednesday rolled around. And then they had Thursday, Friday, and Saturday where they didn't have the points, and it was like this, it's just a situation that you get yourself in. So just do your exercise early. Also, it's so weird, like for me, especially, like I can speak for me, and I think this is a pretty general statement I can say, but most people who are on some sort of plan or are trying to do healthy things with their life are less likely to go for that piece of candy if they've already gone for a run. When I start my day with a run or with a good workout, it sets me up to feel good about it. It's like this whole day is awesome. And I don't want to ruin it by eating bad, and I don't want to ruin it, So it really just kind of helps get you into that place of like, that's not worth it, to have your exercise done beforehand. Number 3, don't punish yourself. That's going to be on every list. So is the whole, don't earn your points or whatever beforehand. But if something does happen, stop where you're at, reassess your situation, and move on. Because being angry, being depressed, being upset with yourself, being disappointed, those all feed into the negative feelings, feed into causing you to overeat or to reach for comfort foods. And that's never a good thing. So just keep yourself on track as best as possible. And if you hit a bump or go off, just pull yourself back in. Do not. 2 things not to do. You don't punish yourself and go crazy with the anger, but you also don't go, I already went this far, I might as well go further. Or throw away your progress by being like, I'll just start again. No, you haven't quit. You messed up a little bit, get back on plan. That's the top 3 things that I can recommend. We did make our costumes. I'm moving on. We did make our costumes this year, and I can't wait to share them with you, photos and hopefully maybe some video tomorrow when I do my weigh-in video. I do have some health things to talk to you about in the weigh-in video. I'm hoping they don't cause me to not lose any weight. I'm at this point for the next couple of weeks going to be happy with any loss. It's a good loss, and I'll explain that all to you guys tomorrow when I do my weigh-in video. But this was my happy Halloween one. I hope you guys have a safe and amazing holiday, and that I would also love to see your photos and your kids and your costumes and your kids' costumes and anything like that. So if you want to upload a video in response to this, that would be great. Or if you want to just tell me where I can find your videos, or if you want to just tag me on your photos on Facebook, if we're Facebook friends, or Instagram. I am a private person on Instagram now because I was getting a lot of like spam and oh my gosh, somebody was like sending me like pictures of their thing. Ew, like they're dangling. So first of all, boy or girl, I don't want to see your private parts. And second of all, ew. So, or maybe that was the other way around. Maybe it's first of all, ew, and second of all, I don't want to see your private parts. But anyway, so I am private on Instagram, but in this rage, and if you request me, I will add you. It's just because I don't want random parts coming my way. Happy Halloween, guys. Have a good day.